Hello, welcome back. Now we will talk about how to review flashcards. Now, as you can see, we have a few columns here. This one says new. These are in blue. These are cards that you haven't yet encountered in your flashcard deck. Um, this column here is red, is for cards that you got wrong and you need to repeat to keep learning in your current sort of session. So, like, um, I suppose I was testing this deck out and I marked a couple as wrong, so they're still here because I haven't gone back to it. And here, these ones will be green, and these are the cards that are due on a particular day. Um, and there's a reason I don't have anything visible there, which is because I have, oh, there, um, I have, let's see, set my settings to say 0 maximum reviews a day. So I could perhaps set that on as some number, 100 or whatnot, or 1,000. Um, and then it would be viewable. Now, this is an insane amount of cards only because I've sort of recently stopped doing these cards and let them pile up, and I've done a lot. So normally you wouldn't see thousands of cards due unless you've done thousands of cards and over the short period of time, and then you've suddenly stopped for a while. So that you shouldn't be freaked out about that. Um, but if I were to let's see, select, the options. Oh, the options menu again. I can change the new cards per day. Um, and generally, you'll want to have your maximum reviews probably at, some high number. You don't need to worry about that too much. But the new cards a day, that is a number you want to focus on more. Because suppose you reviewed 10 new cards, or you introduced 10 new cards a day, and you set it to that. Um, then on the next day, you'll probably see those 10 cards again, in addition to the new cards you do. So depending on how high you set this, it'll determine how much cards might build up as you review them, as they're scheduled to be reviewed on further days. So we can set that to 10 for the moment. Um, and look at this deck. If clicked on it, it says study now. I can click on that or press space. Um, and here, I guess it shows an English word, and they're wanting me to recall the Arabic, I imagine. I haven't looked at this exactly. Um, but yes, and there it shows in Arabic. So I can say, um, maybe I haven't encountered this before. I didn't know that this is the Arabic word for the. So then I say, oh, I got that wrong. So I'll mark that again. Shortcut key 1. You can click there. And then here's another one. Um, and I say, oh, maybe this, maybe I know what this is, and I thought in my head or said it out loud, and I see that I'm right. Then I could click good or hard or easy, depending on how well I thought I remembered it. And I generally just click good, unless I'm really struggling with a card or something, then I might click hard. I can click that. Oh, accidentally double clicked, but here's the next card and then it flipped. Um, and this is quite a lot of information. Normally you wouldn't want this much information on your card. It would be, or it's at least poorly formatted, so maybe this isn't terribly helpful, but that was just one of the cards, one of the decks I showed previously. Um, I also have this Japanese deck that I showed previously here. Um, and this shows you can do quite a lot with the formatting of these cards. And you can highlight things and hide things and add audio. So you can click show
そ
answer.
れ、それはとってもいい話だ。
You can click and replay.
それ、それはとってもいい話だ。
And decide how easy or hard the card was and mark it. Um, And normally these cards will be appearing for the first time, so unless you've already looked over what's coming up, they'll probably all be marked wrong on the first go around because you haven't encountered them yet.
一つ、それを一つください。二つ、ソフトクリームを二つください。
And there are also other formats. I have this deck that is a deck I've custom made myself for Arabic. Has an example word that I've marked and the sentence that the word appeared in. This one's a little bit long, but um, I suppose the text I was working with was maybe a little bit more complicated or something. Um, and this is the definition that I had added in a different program. So you can do a lot with how you format these cards. Um, and I guess to show you a really nice, interesting example of what sort of is possible with these cards and how they can look is this kanji deck, which is very beautiful with the formatting. Um, it even has a little GIF that shows how to write the symbols, um, and it has lots of additional information um, that's there, and you can even sort of remove some of this, but it's not necessarily overwhelming you because it's nicely formatted. All right, and I suppose that's the basics of reviewing. And then if we go back here, we can say we've gone
V,
through these, and I guess so. There's audio now, right? So yes, what I forgot, there's a different card type,
V, V,
and that is incorrect. That is not a very good audio sample. That should be more like fee in, um, but you can go through
N,
these and mark
Lam,
them how well you got them. Um,
B,
and once you've finished,
B,
I can just
V,
spam through these.
L,
It says you've finished for now. Um, and now it says there are 0 new cards because you've done your 10, and then tomorrow you'll likely see these new cards again, and it'll sort of review them for the future depending on how well you remember them. And another thing you can do is you can click Browse with a deck selected, and see the deck information here. Um, and there's the front and the back. And then you can click this is the button to preview to see what the card type will look like um,
N,
without actually sort of going through and reviewing them. And you can see, let's see, there's 2 card types. There's an Arabic to English and an English to Arabic. So you'll see the Arabic word and recall its meaning, and then see the English word and recall the Arabic word. Some decks might only have one direction where you see a word in your language and or a sentence or something, and you try to remember what it means, or um, any matter of activities with recalling and learning the material. And you can look through here and see these. Oh, I didn't mean to press that, but I think I accidentally clicked the X, and once you click close on the program or you click sync up here, then it'll sync, assuming you're logged in, it'll sync the material to the Anki web, the Anki cloud. Um, and so since I added 2 new decks to demonstrate doing that, it'll sync that information with the cloud and um, sort of make sure that the other applications with this sort of Anki account know that a new deck has been added or something has been changed. Um, and this took a little bit of time because there was mostly because one of the decks had a lot of audio, but normally if you have maybe a small deck or you add an update to a deck, it won't take may take a couple moments to finish syncing. Um, this is a log. I guess I can just close that, and there the program is closed and is synced. Now if you open up your phone and you have Anki sort of installed and logged in on that account and you press sync, then it'll take the new information that we put from these two decks and it'll um, download that to your local version on your phone if you so choose. And of course, you don't have to have it on multiple devices, but some people prefer to do that. Anyways, that is all for this. In the next episode, I'll be showing off some more settings of Anki. Thank you.